You started already.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, okay, so that's your show.
Yeah, but just to have it there.
She threw you a curveball, man.
Yeah, she put the camera on me. I mean, where's my little man here? I need to relax.
This has changed so much that I can't even, I don't know where to write, where to add followers or nothing.
So which phone was that ringing?
Whatever phone, I don't know. And it's there's a comedian. He does a really funny skit about back in the day when the doorbell rang. Everybody ran to the front door and everybody was happy. Now when the doorbell, somebody pulls in your driveway. Who's here? What do they want? You know. So when the phone rings here, I'm on the air. I'm like, who's calling me? What do they want? All right, so should I have pastor, P-A-S, pastor, and songstress, seamstress, praise artist? Well, I'm giving you a title.
Just little bit this way. Just Aaron, please. Aaron Doramis. That's yeah.
Aaron Doramis. Okay.
Yes.
I
do a lot of things, so.
And so do I.
Yes.
Premios Gran Latino Award. So
Yes,
praise and worship,
Premios
right?
Gran Latino.
Okay.
And Premios Arca.
¿Cómo?
Premios Arca. Also.
Premio Arte.
Arca. R-C-A.
Premio. Puerto Rico, huh?
Premios. Yes, I'm from Puerto Rico.
Cool. Best Christian gospel singer. Is there another kind of gospel singer? In New York.
I wasn't quite sure that. You might need to tell him exactly
Okay.
what that award was in New York.
It's an award named Gran Latino Plus, and it was in New York. The nomination.
That's
And
two different things.
I won that gospel, best gospel singer, something like that.
Okay.
And
I want to play that. So,
yes.
Doramis. There it is. Soy más que vencedor.
Yes, that's the song.
But did I say it right?
Yeah, but that's not my channel.
But it's your song, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yes.
this is
Okay.
radio.
Okay.
They won't see it; they'll just hear it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, 56 seconds. Here's your microphone. All right, stand by. Were you at Festival of Hope last year?
Yes.
Oh yeah, man! She got the whole crowd walked out. And
Did you capture it on social media?
Yes, it must be there.
somebody did.
35 seconds. Let's smile. There you go. Men Without Hats doing the safety dance here on the new Rue 102 this morning. It is 8:46. It is Friday, and for the past 3 days, we have been focusing on an event that is coming to Arcadia. It's called Hope Fest. Hope Fest. It starts Saturday, tomorrow, and Sunday from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. We just had Patrick Blanchard in the studio. We had Calvin Williams on Wednesday, Chris Plants yesterday. We welcome into the studio Aaron Doramis, or Doramis, correct, Aaron?
Doramis.
Doramis. Awesome. Well, welcome and good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for having us here today.
You're most welcome. You drove in from Houghton, but on your sheet of information, by the way, the website, aarondoramis.com, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Puerto Rico is where you were born. So take us back to the beginning and give us a little brief journey of the the testimony story of Erin Daramas.
Well, I was born in Puerto Rico. I was born and raised in church. My dad was an evangelist. He was a preacher. So every time he went to preach, I would be with my mom singing at any church event. So I was raised singing since I was little. So it was a beautiful journey because knowing God since you are young, since you are little, we know that the word says, right, that when a kid or children knows the word of God, he will never go back. He will never go far from him. So for me, it's been a beautiful experience since I was little, raised at church and having parents taking me to church and giving me the opportunity to praise the Lord.
What about brothers and sisters? Are you just an only child?
No, I have 2 brothers and 1 sister.
Are they singers and musicians as well?
My sister sings, but my brothers have good ear, but they don't sing.
Well, the reason why I'm asking, Erin, happy birthdays at the Daramas household might have been a really fun concert breaking out.
Well, we love to do dramas.
Uh-huh.
That was one of the things that we get to do as brothers. We had this ministry where we did a lot of dramas, and even we went to Dominican Republic.
Correct.
To different churches, and we would do this drama with music. So we all, maybe they were not singers or they weren't focused directly to music, but we were doing a lot of things together for the Lord.
All right, so let's get even tighter, smaller. Puerto Rico, New York, you win a bunch of awards. We'll get there in a second. How does Erin get from Puerto Rico, New York, to Houghton, Louisiana?
Well, in 2019, my daddy had an accident. I came to the Louisiana, I think it was in 2006, after Katrina.
Uh-huh.
My husband and my daddy and my 2 brothers came to work after Katrina, and my daddy never came back, and one of my brothers stayed in Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
So my daddy never wanted to go back to Puerto Rico, so my mom had to be traveling to Puerto Rico and United States because he didn't want to come back. So in 2019, my mom was in Puerto Rico visiting us, and he had an accident. We didn't know nothing about him. 3 days. He was unconscious on the bathtub.
Mm.
And that's when I came to take care of him 4 months and until he passed away. And then we stayed here. God spoke to us before all this happened, telling us that he was going to take us out of our comfort zone. And he was going to do new things to our ministry.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of changes were about to come, but I didn't. Like when you hear this from God, you expect this maybe 10 years, 5 years, I don't know, but it happened very, very quickly.
Right.
And that's when I came back to Louisiana this time because of the accident, but it was part of God's plan for us over here.
We're talking with Erin Daramas. She will be at Hope Fest, and her time slot is Sunday. She 3 p.m. message and music. So let me ask you, because you've won multiple awards. Congratulations! Am I saying this right? The Premios Gran Latino Award.
Yes, I had different nominations even in Spain. Premios Min,
Mm-hmm.
Premios Gran Latino, Premios Praise Music Awards, Premios Arca. And all of that is on my page at erindoramis.com.
Sure.
But last year I won this Best Gospel nomination on Premios Gran Latino in New York.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, take us back to when you first heard. Is this were you at Festival of Hope, now Hope Fest, last year?
Yes, sir. It was a wonderful experience.
Explain and tell me when the phone call rang or the email where you first found out about this event called Festival of Hope, now Hope Fest. and you obviously, I'm going to guess, you said, let me think about it.
No.
You didn't.
No.
Explain.
Yes. Well, I knew Pastor Bruce for a little bit of time because some of the Spanish-speaking pastors on our area were doing these meetings to get to know us better. And that's where I knew Pastor Bruce. And one day he just told me about Patrick's vision and his desire to do something for the Lord. And we get together. I love to work for the Lord. If you tell me, let's do this I'll be there. I'm the first in line. So one of the things that I think that was so amazing for me to notice in Patrick when I knew him, it was that he was so passionate to express to people the good news. He was expressing himself, but I could see this passion in his heart. He was expressing his vision, and I could understand that, and I said, well, let's go for it. Let's go for it. And last year we had a wonderful experience. One of the things that I can remember is that I was in many things, and I felt like very, what's the word? Like anxious, I could say. But when I got to that place, to the Bonnie and Clyde, it was so wonderful because it was peaceful. It was a peace. It was peaceful. And all the stress I had and the anxiety and everything just left. It was gone. So that's one of my testimony. When I got there, everything was so prepared by the Spirit of the Lord for us to have a wonderful spiritual experience. So that's why we this year are going wherever we need to go to let people know that they need to be there. This is not just a family event. It's a place where people get to know God. It's where miracles are about to happen. It's where people can have a new experience with the Lord.
Well, and I applaud you willing to go where the message flows. You drove from Houghton this morning to Ruston, Louisiana to make the plea and the appeal about this event that's going to be coming. And you're going to be speaking on Sunday at 3 and also singing as well. Do you have a band or do you sing to tracks?
I have my kids. My kids
Oh, really?
are musicians, yes.
Well, brag on them, Mom.
Yes,
Brag
so
on them.
they're going to be playing with me. We're a ministry, a family ministry.
Awesome.
So they're gonna be playing music with me, and also with the Berea Church. They're gonna be playing with them too. So we're gonna have a wonderful experience because the Lord is gonna be there.
Awesome. Erin Doremus here on The Roo this morning, and we're going to play one of her songs. But before we get to that, everybody just be aware, it's this Saturday and Sunday, 10 a to 7 p. Freely come, freely go, freely receive, food-wise, spiritual-wise, multiple speakers, multiple praise and worship, including the Cox family. The Cox family will be tomorrow at 6:15, and international award-winning Erin Doremus will be there as well. That'll be at 3 p.m. Is that correct, on Sunday?
Yes. Yes.
Before we go and play, we're gonna. What song are we gonna hear? Hang
Well,
on.
we have our new release.
Soy más.
Soy más que vencedor. I'm more than a conqueror.
I am.
Yes, I'm more than a conqueror, and it's a verse of the Bible,
Romans, right?
8:37. And it's a song that just inspires us to continue fighting in the middle of so many struggles and challenges. We need to continue. We can't just stay still or not do nothing. We need to fight. We need to fight in the spiritual way, right? In the spiritual way.
Right, right. All right. So where did you record this song? Soy más que vencedor.
This song was recorded in Texas, but it has a nice and beautiful story because last year I was in a tour in Argentina, and being in the middle of that tour, this song just popped up on my mind and the melody, and I had to go and ask the pastor, I need a piano. So Pastor Tato lent me a piano, and I could do the melody and record everything before I forgot. So this song was born in Argentina.
Awesome.
And it's so wonderful that today many people can hear it and have a beautiful experience with this song. Right now in our channel has more than 10,000 views, and it's amazing what God is doing with it. With this song.
Well, it's going to be on the Roo here in Ruston. Is it maybe your first time of U.S. radio airplay?
U.S.
Yes.
I think so.
All right. Well, awesome job, Erin. Thank you so much for coming over, and let's enjoy this song now and be ministered to it by music and the message. And by the way, give your website one more time, final time.
Yes, Erin Doramis, ERINDORAMIS.com.
Note the dates, 4:25. Note the time, 8:57. Note the station, Roo 102, where you first heard Erin Doramis. Soy más ven. Help me.
Que vencedor.
On the Roo.
Good.
There you go. Oh, we're still live, huh? You're live over there?
Oh, yeah.
I can't. Well, wait a second. Facebook doesn't like music to go out, even though you're the artist.
No, yes.
Are
I don't
you
have
sure?
Problem, yes.
But
Yes.
you know, but Facebook might. You know, these rock. Who cares?
Yeah.
Right, who cares? Awesome. Nicely done. Well done.
Thank you.
Give me your, because I'm going to make a YouTube out of this and these clips,
Okay.
and I'll send them to you so you can.
Yeah.
So, what's your phone number?
It's 787
787
920
920
7993.
79. Let me do it again. 787 920 7993.
Yes. I think that you need to put the number one, I think, first.
I don't know anymore.
I
If
don't
it's
know.
cell
Just in
phones.
case.
Yeah. But okay. Well, cool. I'll have this ready in about an hour.
Okay. That's fine.
I tried.
Thank you.
Mañana-
Nos vemos, mi gente. Aquí estoy con Rick. Mira, este es Rick.
Hola.
Y con Patrick. Dios les bendiga. Compartan por ahí para que más se enteren de la actividad que tenemos este sábado y domingo, desde las 10 de la mañana hasta las 6 de la tarde. Tenemos muchos predicadores, cantantes, una actividad especial. Así que los esperamos. Ahí están tocando mi canción.
Oh yeah.
Ahí están tocando la canción. Oh.
Which video? The one I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Hang on. Well, you can't just do that. She's got to send it to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on. We can do this. Sit down. Record you.
Okay.
You know not what you ask. Didn't Jesus say that? Hey, I got two sons. One wants to sit on your left, one wants to sit on your right. Now, if I were Jesus, I said, oh, they're the sons of thunder, and they sent you to me?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Energy.
Let me get you.
Yeah, I think we need a flavor, a little bit of taste of Spanish.
I agree. That's a great. Let me just. Where is it? Where happened? Is that on? No, it's not on. I want the pink boxing gloves.
Oh, really? You know that we had a fight in with my husband because he didn't want those pink. Why they need to be pink?
Because
They
you're a
can't
woman,
be.
that's why.
That's my favorite color. Can't
Well.
they be red or black? No.
Let me. Should I put that? Let me put that behind you. Hang on, this song. I'm a DJ.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just change your back. No, we're gonna have Hope Fest behind you. Well,
Yeah.
I'll keep
Yeah.
that Hope Fest. All right. And
Otherwise, she'd have been lost in paint.
you, anytime you're ready. You're
Ok. Gracias por acompañarnos en esta jornada tan especial de lo que es Hope Fest o Fest Hope, Festival Esperanza, como lo llamamos el año pasado. Queremos hacerle una invitación para que este sábado y domingo estén con nosotros desde las 10 de la mañana hasta las 6 de la tarde. Miren, a veces sacamos tiempo para tantas cosas, para recrearnos, para entretenimiento. Pero ¿sabes qué es lo más hermoso? Que Dios nos da la oportunidad de podernos congregar como hermanos, para poder congregarnos como familia, en un tiempo único y especial, separado, para recibir bendición de parte de Dios. Te invitamos mañana sábado y domingo a que compartas con nosotros. Vamos a tener diferentes iglesias trayendo palabra, grupos en vivo, música en vivo, espacios donde vamos a poder bautizar, y además de todo hay comida gratis, así que te invitamos a que compartas con nosotros. Esto va a ser una experiencia maravillosa, donde veremos la gloria de Dios manifestarse en múltiples formas sobre nuestras vidas. Traigan personas inconversas, personas que no tengan a Cristo. Tráiganlos para que puedan recibir al Señor en sus corazones. Mañana sábado y domingo, el Festival Hope, Festival Esperanza, un tiempo que hemos separado para adorar y glorificar al Señor. Les invitamos.
Yeah.
Boom.
She's a lot more fluid in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me that microphone. I don't want to reach for
Oh,
it.
no.
Thank you. Awesome. Awesome.
Thank
All right,
you
I can
very